Lancia Flavia Super Sport, 820.050 number 1002, 1967 Zagato. Designed by design prodigy Ercole Spada for Zagato in the mid-1960s, this Lancia Flavia Super Sport was used as a prototype for artistic experiments and aerodynamic studies before becoming the everyday vehicle of Elio Zagato himself. Now this well-preserved piece of Italian automotive history is for sale. One of the many wonderful things about the history of Italian bodybuilding studios and design houses is that the founders did not have extra money to throw around, and so the prototypes often became the personal vehicles of their creators. As a result, the cars, of which larger and richer companies could get rid of for lack of use, were quite often preserved and became valuable examples of automotive art. Such is the case with this impressive Lancia Flavia SS Zagato, which recently ended up in the showroom of Weekend Heroes, a Munich dealership run by former Olympic snowboarder and longtime classic driver team friend Christoph Schmidt. Lancia fans know about the executive sedan Flavia, which was proudly presented to the public at the Turin Motor Show in 1960. Pininfarina and Vignale quickly developed a cute coupe and convertible based on it. The young Zagato chief designer Ercole Spada was almost as quick with the task. In 1962, when he was only 25 years old, he created the characteristic image of the Flavia Sport Zagato, an all-aluminum special project with a trimmed front grille, a rear window line cutting into the roof, and a slightly curved rear window that rises on hinges to help cool the cabin. Originally powered by the sedan's 1.5-liter four-cylinder opposition engine, the Flavia Sport later received a boosted 1,800 cubic inch engine. The last 32 of the 670 produced vehicles could boast a fuel injection system, due to which the top speed rose to 200 km per hour. Production of the Flavia Sport Zagato ended in 1967, but not before the endlessly creative Spada decided to reimagine it, turning it into an even more radical SS version sports car, the inimitable prototype to develop which is the car in these pictures. A second 2-liter prototype is in the Lo Presto collection. Used for design and aerodynamic experiments in favor of a future model, the car had a shorter wheelbase than the Sport and a body that brought it closer to the 21st century than the 20th. A well-built, streamlined-looking wedge, from some angles similar to the Maserati Bora, and from others perhaps to the small Alfa Romeo Montreal. It is one of the first cars without rounded bumpers, moreover, with a set of futuristic turbine-like wheels that Spada designed specifically for it. Known for his minimalist approach, Spada avoided flashy details, allowing himself only two embellishments, a matte metal stripe extending from the front pillars to the far edges of the side windows to emphasize their almost leaf-like shape, and the Flavia lettering on the rear fenders in thick chrome letters in a modernist script. The car was so radical that it graced a 14-page article in the 1967 issue of Style Auto with examples of Spada's original design drawings. There were also illustrations comparing it to the Flavia sedan on which it was based, sectional sketches showing interior ergonomics, and shots evaluating the car in terms of aerodynamic efficiency, which, in turn, led to extensive tail and nose modifications. Much of the testing was done by Elio Zagato himself, and the appearance of the Super Sport on the Zagato stand during the 1967 Turin show demonstrated the company's clear intention to offer it as a production model. In the end, the car came too late. Lancia was rapidly losing money, and since Fiat had already made a takeover bid, it took much more than creating an exotic model to keep the firm independent. But Zagato was so impressed with the car that he kept it and drove it regularly for the next 5 years before selling it to a Swiss enthusiast. He took care of the car until 1998, when it finally moved to Germany and ended up in the hands of the current, only the third owner. Today, the car is in truly excellent condition due to the fact that no money was spared to restore the body and the technical stuffing. And also because the original interior has been almost perfectly preserved over the decades. Just look inside to be transported straight back to 1967. The snug bucket seats and thick crossbar between the rear struts hint that you're looking at a car designed for hard driving, but the large 3-spoke steering wheel, light-filled cabin and beautifully designed dashboard with an abundance of features also suggest that the SS is well suited for fast and comfortable travel. Its unique wheels, invented by Spada, still look presentable and easily conceal its venerable 55-year-old age, and the thick Flavia lettering is as relevant as those emblazoned on the stern of modern Bentley and Audi. But what really pays off in a single copy of the Flavia SS Zagato is that despite its unique status, it looks like a car that can actually be used. If you feel the same way and are ready to take on the responsibility of caring for a true piece of Italian automotive history, just give Christoph Schmidt a call.